ever stopped and considered the idea that Tinder and other online dating platforms are really just forms of online advertising, and you are the product that's being advertised? As it turns out, there are a couple of really powerful truths you can learn about online dating once you realize how similar it is to online advertising. So what are some of these truths? Keep watching to find out. So long before I learned to become great at using Tinder, in fact, long before Tinder was even a thing, I'd created a really successful dating coaching company, The School of Attraction. Now, I know it wasn't Microsoft, it wasn't Facebook, it wasn't Google, but it was the biggest and most successful, and still is the biggest and most successful dating coaching company in Australia. And we had outpaced and sometimes put out of business a number of companies that were in existence long before we even got rolling. Now, one of the keys to our success was online advertising. That shouldn't be a surprise. We were advertising on Facebook and Google AdWords and, Google image placements and Reddit and a whole bunch of places we were doing advertising. So by the time that Tinder and Bumble and Hinge and Badoo and Plenty of Fish and all these other dating, apps and online websites came on board and started to become successful, I instantly recognized that really what was happening is this was just another form of online advertising, except we weren't trying to sell a product, we're trying to get women out on dates. And that rather than a sales funnel that I'd have, which might be get people to the website, get them to sign up for a free product, get them to engage with my emails, get them to buy a cheap product, and then get them to buy a more expensive product, a very stereotypical sales funnel, it was a sales funnel of a different kind, right? So it might be get a woman to match with you, get her to have a conversation with you, get her to agree to a date, get her to go on a date, and get that date to turn into sex. That's a different kind of funnel, but it's a funnel nonetheless. It's a funnel where you need to perfect every step along the way, and I recognize that very close parallel similarity going on. And for this reason, I quickly learned to get incredible results on Tinder because I was applying that same set of rules that I'd learned to do well in the cutthroat world of online advertising. Now, in the early days, it's true, you didn't have to be that great with Tinder to get decent results already. Tinder was pretty easy. But just like online dating world, see, in online dating world, when, say, Google AdWords first came out, it was shooting fish in a barrel. It was so easy to make money on AdWords. But of course, everyone swamped in, competition got really high, and it became really hard. And it got to the point where you really had to know what you were doing to make any kind of money with online advertising. Same thing happened with online dating, right? In the beginning, it was super easy because very few guys were like taking advantage of it. All of a sudden, guys were like, oh, my mate's getting laid there, I'm heading there. And like everyone went there, competition became high. And now you really need to know what you're doing to start getting some results there as well. So the very first truth that many online daters fail to realize is that when you engage with any kind of online advertising, you got to expect to fail a lot while you learn how to advertise your specific product. So, this is a well-known thing for online ads, right? Any ad you see, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or Google or anywhere else, most of them are failing. Most of them aren't doing well. In fact, 90% of the ads you see are horrible and are not gonna, they're not making any money for the company. And I'd say, especially in my early days, I easily spent $100,000, $200,000 on ads that didn't get me any results. So why did I spend so much money on these ads if I wasn't getting any kind of results from them? Well, the answer is the couple of ads that really did get fantastic results paid for all the other failed ads, right? You got to expect a lot of failure because it's not just enough to go, hey, I sell this product. This product is good. Buy me now. People don't buy like that. Well, after all, everyone's going to say my product is good, right? So I start advertising a dating coaching company and go, hey, I'm a good product. Buy me. Well, everyone's saying that. So why pick me rather than anyone else, right? The second you're in a flooded space, you're competing. You need to convince people why you're better than the other product over there or up there or down there. And I know it's really easy to say, well, wait up. You've got to be attractive to do well on Tinder. Only hot guys do well on Tinder. It helps to be better looking. Of course it does. But you guys would be amazed how many really attractive clients I have, clients where I'm working with them, trying to help them get decent results in Tinder. Really hot guys, and they're not getting matches. What's going on? And I know plenty of guys who are really average looking, out-competing those really attractive guys. Because the fact of the matter is, being good looking helps. But you can take an average profile and make it outcompete most attractive men. Not all, because, hey, if I take an attractive guy and I do up his profile, I can make him do better than the average guy. That's unfortunate. It's just the way it is. But you can still compete. The landscape is there. The competition can be done. The second truth about online advertising is that different platforms are better suited to different kinds of products aimed at different types of clientele. So you can imagine, right, with School of Attraction dating coaching, the average age of our clients is 30 years old. I'm not going to advertise on AM radio where the average listener is like 50 years old. That would make no sense at all, right? I'm not going to advertise on Christian listening radio, right? Because most of the viewers, the listeners there are going to believe that casual sex is a sin, so I'm probably not the right target market for them either. But then you got to have a look and you say, well, is Facebook right? Is Google AdWords right? What's the right platform? Where are my clients likely to be? And you need to ask exactly the same thing with online dating. Tinder is not the be-all and end-all. I know, I make a lot of videos about Tinder, and I'll share a secret with you. It's because Tinder gets the most views. If I do a video about Bumble, I get barely any. If I do a video about Tinder, I get a ton. So that's just the way it is. But most of the rules apply to all of them universally. But the truth is, every dating app and website, it serves a different kind of clientele. Different kinds of women go there. Different kinds of women looking for different kinds of men. So, if you are really attractive, or if you're unattractive, or if you're, depending on your racial profile for the country you live in, plays a role. If you're looking for a long-term relationship or a short-term casual relationship is going to play a role. If, that list is going to go on. If you like really hot, what would I call them? Really hot women who sort of they're all focused on their looks, and that's their primary thing. Just the hot, vapid women. I'm not trying to turn you down, put you down, or the women you like down. That's a certain type of woman, right? If you need women who are really intelligent, have a lot going for them, it's a different platform again. So what you want, the clients you're aiming at, the clients you're best suited for, is going to really determine where you go. So look around. Tinder is not the be-all and end-all. There are lots of options, and you need to be aware of that maybe you're just on the wrong platform right from the get-go. The third truth about online advertising is that it should never be your only source of income. So look, this is one of the things. Online advertising is very, very unpredictable. Algorithms change. You can get banned all of a sudden. You can do things wrong by accident. Your ranking can get negatively affected by things that you've done without meaning to. All these things happen with online advertising, and they also happen with online dating. See, if all your eggs are in the basket of online dating, you will quickly become neurotic. And I know this, and many of you watching have probably experienced this too. You're like, online dating. Oh my God, what's going wrong? I'm gonna cry. I'm so frustrated. This will happen. If all your eggs are in the one basket, if all your focus is on this one medium to get your results, the second something goes wrong, you lose your mind, right? Because you've been working so dang hard. Don't do that to yourself. There are lots of different ways to meet women. Online dating isn't the only one, right? Have other channels, have other ways of meeting women. If online dating is the only one, that's where I see the most stress building up for men, honestly, and the most stress and most frustration. If that's the only way you're going to go about it, then you're going to be in trouble. Join some social groups, get out there, start meeting more people. Learn to approach women cold approach in real life. I'm a huge advocate of that. I've been teaching that longer than I've been teaching dating coaching, right? But start meeting women in different ways. Now, the fourth truth to online advertising is you can have the best ads in the world, the sexiest ads that every single person clicks on, that's 100% click-through rate. And if you've got a crap product, you're still going to fail. Now, this is a really tough conversation I do need to have with men at times, and I hate having it, but it's got to be had. And that's this. There's a saying in advertising, right? You can put a bow on a turd, but at the end of the day, it's still a turd. Now, I'm not meaning to insult anyone, but if your life is a mess, if your emotional space is a mess, if you're struggling to just get by day to day, if you haven't got things together in your world, don't be on online dating trying to meet women, right? Because the product is not a product women on the whole are going to want. Work on the product first. Whoever you are, whatever your tastes in the world are, you're going to find a woman to match that. But if you haven't really worked on yourself and built yourself up a little bit, you don't have to be like Bill Gates, have it all together, have six-pack abs. I'm not talking about that. I just mean have your life together a little bit, right? Like know who you are, have a firm sense of where you stand in the world, and have a little bit of self-esteem. Because if you don't have any of that, you're going to get matches, you might have conversations, you might occasionally get a date, but those dates aren't going to go anywhere. So you're still just wasting your time. You're still just dealing with frustration. So make sure the product is worthy of being advertised in the first place. Now, the fifth, and maybe the most important truth to online dating and online advertising is that it's not a scam. There is a trope on online advertising forums, I see a lot, right? Every day someone jumps on board and they swear up and down, Facebook advertising is a scam, scam alert. Google AdWords is a scam. YouTube advertising is a scam. And I see this popping up all over the place. Written by well-intentioned men and women who have been working really hard trying to get results on online advertising, and they're failing, and they're struggling, and they're frustrated. And like, you know what? I'm so frustrated. It must be Google's fault. It must be Facebook's fault. They're evil big corporations that just want to steal my money. It's not. It's not. And look, it's not with online advertising because I myself have done so well, and I know so many other people who are. And it's true also for online dating. When I see it all the time, like in my comments on YouTube, guys jumping on going, Facebook's just a big scam. Tinder's just a big scam. Ignore it now. Don't go on Tinder. Don't waste your time, guys. It's a scam. It's not a scam. There's no scamming. There's no people trying to steal your money. Tinder's a business. Bumble's a business. They're all trying to make money. But at the end of the day, there's no scamming going on. It's a competitive market. And you need to learn to compete, and that will take failure. I already mentioned this. You're going to struggle. Things are going to be hard at times. Yes, it's better if you're better looking, but you can, if you're an average looking guy, you can take incredible photos, which makes you look great. I mean, have you ever seen a McDonald's hamburger? I mean, honestly, how ugly is a McDonald's hamburger when you unwrap it? It's like, what the fuck? What the hell is this, right? And yet look at the photos of the McDonald's hamburgers. That's marketing. That's advertising. That's taking a really, really average looking product and making it look like $1 million. You can do the same thing with online dating. And if you don't want to do that, if you don't like the idea of doing it, get off the medium, because it's the wrong medium, because you've got to do advertising. That's what you're here to do. So that's just a part of it, right? There's no scam. If you've got a terrible profile that women aren't interested in, you can get Tinder Gold and you can use Tinder Boosts, and it doesn't matter. It's great. More women are going to see you, but you're still not a product. Your ad is still not something they want to buy, so you're not going to get the clicks. So yeah, there's no scam going on. It's a really important thing to remember. You don't have to use the medium. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, online dating. I teach it, but I also teach meeting women in real life and doing cold approaching. It's not the only way to go about it, but you do need to have really great photos. Now, I'll tell you, I created a cheat sheet a while ago. It's been absolutely nuts. I've been talking about it for a while here on YouTube, but if you haven't heard, you can click the link up here. It's a 21-point cheat sheet that's going to talk you through how to take great photos for your online dating profiles, photos that are going to get matches. So what kind of photos you need to take and what kind of photos you definitely need to avoid in order to get those matches. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Talk to me in the comments below. Let me know. Do you agree with these principles? Do you think there's something wrong? I know some people are going to get angry about it. That's fine. It's YouTube. I still look forward to hearing from you. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos over there. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And have a fantastic new year. And I'll see you in my next video.